Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be looking at the S.H.Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the first live-action Spider-Man that I grew up with, and it's crazy that we had to wait for so long to finally get this guy in the S.H.Figuarts line, and thankfully that happened because of the new Marvel movie. But even though on the box it says it's from Spider-Man No Way Home, the suit is still similar enough to the one that Tobey Maguire wears in Sam Raimi's movies. So I was extremely happy when I saw that Bandai Tamashii Nations was finally doing this, and I had to get him for my collection. So a quick look at the box, nice promo image, and we see the figure and some accessories through this window here. Here is the top of the box, one side of the box, other side with the promo shot of the figure. Here is the back of the box with more promo shots, and then legalese at the bottom. As you can see, this is a sticker, and I got this guy from a store called Japan World based in Italy. That's enough about the box. Let's open it up and let's take a look at the figure. So here is our Tobey Maguire Spider-Man out of the box, and I must say I really love this figure. The silhouette looks great, the proportions are really well done. It's S.H.Figuarts, so you know how their articulation looks like, you know how the joints look like, you know that there are a lot of those visible cuts that they do on their figures, like on the crotch area there are those cuts, those flaps that some people have issues with. I really don't mind it. You just need to be aware of those pieces while you're posing the figure and everything will be fine. Here is the back of the figure where we see the Spidey symbol, and then the front again with that Spidey symbol. It all looks really good, but let's take a closer look at the details. Man, they really did a great job, especially on these webbings. I mean, look, they sculpted all the webbings. It's not just painted, and it's painted in a kind of silverish metallic paint so that it's really reflective. And you can see the same effect on the Spidey's symbol here on the chest. It's really well done. I mean, on the neck and here in the back as well, on the arms and even here on his legs. It's really well done. Now, the eyes are not straight up white. They are also kind of silver metallic, and there is a little bit of reflectiveness in them as well. That is beautiful. I love the shape of the head. Now, as I said, the cuts could be maybe better. Every company does it in a different way. S.H.Figuarts is known for their butt cheeks flaps that they do, and they do that because of the articulation, obviously, you know. They do it because of the range. I mean, look at this. This is just crazy, and you probably don't even need that kind of range, but it is Spider-Man, and you would probably want your Spidey figure to move as best as you can get out of an action figure, right? I feel like Tamashii Nations Bandai really did a great and beautiful job on this guy. I love the toned down colors of the suit. Nothing here is really vibrant. I'm really happy with all of these details. I mean, look at how well they did the Spidey symbol on the back. It's red, but it's kind of metallic and reflective again. And then on those blue parts, there is the kind of texture pattern. I mean, it's even on the red parts, but I feel like on the blue parts, it's much more visible. Feet look good. I'm really satisfied with the look of this guy. Let's now take a look at his accessories. First, he comes with an alternate unmasked Tobey Maguire head sculpt together with a neck piece. And I mean, look at this. Look how good this head sculpt turned out. I know that initially when this figure was released and the first in-hand images appeared online, a lot of people were kind of freaked out with the head sculpts, but I must say that when I see it in person like this, I really don't see what the problem is. With this being such a small figure, 6-inch or 1/12 scale, I feel like they did as good as a job as they could actually do with such a small scale and with all of those facial details. To me, this really looks like Tobey Maguire, especially the younger Tobey Maguire, which is perfect because, as I said, that was my first movie Spider-Man that I ever saw. The expression of the face is much more serious. They did a really great job sculpting the hair. There is no dry brushing on it, but that is fine. And just overall, yeah, this really looks like Tobey Maguire. And then you get another, and this is the smiling Tobey Maguire head sculpt. People had issues with especially this head sculpt, and I can kind of understand that, but still, I mean, especially from certain angles, this certainly looks like Tobey Maguire, because he does have a goofy smile, a goofy face expression when he smiles. It's not as good probably as the first head sculpt, but it is really good. The neck piece is interchangeable, of course. They went extra mile and they made a new hair sculpt for this other head, because as you can see, his hair is a little bit messed up here in the back, and that is because this should represent the scene when he takes off the mask. I feel like I really like both of these head sculpts. It's great that they included two of them, and it's great to always have options. And speaking of him taking off the mask, you also get this mask of accessory, and the mask is bunched up. You can see all of these wrinkles that are nicely sculpted, and again the webbings are sculpted and painted even on such a small accessory like this one. Reflective metallic eyes, and it's sculpted in a way that he has to hold it up here and then it just drapes down like that. And this is again such a unique accessory that I feel like we never saw up until this point in this S.H.Figuarts line, so that's great. And then he comes with few pairs of interchangeable hands. First he has fisted hands that are already on the figure. Then he comes with a pair of pointing finger hands, because you have to be able to recreate that meme, right? Then we get a pair of relaxed hands, and I'm guessing that these are also meant to be used for holding the mask. Let's check it out. Should it be turned like this? Because maybe the thumb should go in this area here. Yeah, I mean, look at the way that it's sculpted, the way that it curves here. It is sculpted to fit perfectly in this hand. So great job, Tamashii Nations. Then he comes with two thumbs up or web holding hands, also nicely painted, nicely sculpted. He comes with a pair of webbed whipping hands that also look really good, and a pair of opened wall crawling hands. He comes with a pair of short web effects, and they are transparent, translucent. Bandai uses that same technique that Mafex uses as well, the loop that goes around the wrist. So you get a pair of short ones and then a pair of longer ones. And I mean, look at the sculpt work here, how it's like textured and swiveled here all the way, and then it twists here at the top and then turns into like a spear or a bullet. It's a nice sculpt work that gives you the impression of speed, like it's really shooting, like it's really flying through the air. So I really love that. And then he comes with one long web effect, and this is the one that can be used for swinging poses. So the sculpting is practically the same as it is on these, but this time there is no spear, bullet, top here, and we have a hook down here, and that is of course meant to be used with these thumbs up hands that have a hole inside, and so you can insert and you can pose your Spidey like he's swinging through the air. Now let's take a look at his articulation. The head and the neck are on ball joints, so those 2 points of articulation used together give you a really nice range of movement. The head can look down this much, up this much, it can tilt side to side, rotate 360. Arms move out all the way, they rotate 360 as well. There is a nice and smooth butterfly joint. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that gives us this much, swivel in the wrist, and it's a standard ball peg that can swivel in any direction in which you want, depending on how you turn that ball peg. We have two cuts in the torso, up here and down here behind his belt piece, and so the upper part gives us rotation, swivel, it can crunch forward a little bit, back a bit better, and then the lower piece doesn't turn that much, it only goes a little bit side to side, but together that gives you even better tilt. and when you use both of those articulation points, he crunches forward much better. They even sculpted another piece here inside so that you have like 3 plates, and they did that to hide the gap here in the back, so it looks much more natural. He bends backwards this much, legs move out almost all the way, there is no drop down in the hips, but there is a thigh swivel. As we saw earlier, legs move forward all the way, back also crazy amount. Double jointed bend in the knee gives us this much. We get an ankle rotation and feet move forward this much, back all the way. We have a nice toe joint and a generous ankle pivot. Let's now compare our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with some other figures. Here he is with the S.H.Figuarts The Amazing Spider-Man, or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but without the unmasked head, and the S.H.Figuarts Far From Home upgraded suit Tom Holland Spider-Man. Here he is with Marvel Legends Retro Classic Spider-Man and Marvel Legends Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. Here he is with Marvel Legends Tom Holland upgraded suit Spider-Man, I'm guessing. And then on the other side we have the Mafex Classic Suit Spider-Man, a fantastic figure. Here we have him next to 2 Peter B. Parkers. On the left we have the Sentinel, and on the right we have the Mafex version. And finally here he is with Mafex Miles and Mafex Gwen. So overall I feel like this is a phenomenal release by Bandai Tamashii Nations. It's a great addition to their S.H.Figuarts line of Spider-Man figures, and I mean, it's no secret that this is probably, for most people, including me, the best friendly neighborhood Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in 6-inch or 1/12 scale. Yes, there are some cuts in the articulation points that can look a bit janky and strange, but at the same time, it's the S.H.Figuarts. If you bought some of their figures in the past, then you probably know what to expect out of their design and their articulation engineering. And with this being a Spider-Man figure, of course you have to have a great range of articulation, which this guy actually does have. And on top of that, you do get a fair share of accessories, pretty much all that you need with your standard Spider-Man figure. So of course I would strongly recommend this figure. It's a beautiful release, and especially if you're a fan of Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, you should get this for your collection. So that's all I wanted to say for this review. Now, of course, I would love to hear you guys. What do you think about this figure? Do you have it, or do you plan on getting it? What do you think about Tobey Maguire's head sculpts? Let me know all of that down in the comments. Special thank you goes out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for helping me to continue to make the content for my channel. And of course, to all the rest of you guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.